Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, Noodle here, and today we're playing The Sims 3, but not just The Sims 3. This is going to be a weekly show that's going to go on, and what we're doing is our Sims 3 Misfit Inc Hunger Games Challenge. I went ahead and stole the idea from a wonderful YouTuber named K-Pop. She has, I think, up to like season 3 on her channel, and basically this episode is going to be rules, how games are going to be played and whatnot. It's also going to go ahead and get to know our contestants, and we're going to go ahead and move them into their compound. And from their compound, I'm going to go ahead and describe everything that's going on over there. All right. So first and foremost, the rules. Why is this Hunger Games? How can you do Hunger Games on Sims 3? Some of you may be asking. Well, they can't exactly kill each other, but what they can do is fucking starve to death. Not the best situation, I know, but the way it's going to work is that these guys are going to be isolated in a secluded compound. They're not going to be able to leave, no jobs. I'm going to have like very minimum interaction between the two of them, basically meaning I'm not going to influence any kind of relationships, love, hate, or anything. The only thing that I may influence is that there's going to be a boxing tournament later on, so of course they're going to have to hate each other to brawl, or at least exchange some words in order to brawl with each other. But we'll get more into that later. The compound is also going to have limited resources and things that they can do, so these Sims will always be fucking miserable. Like, for example, there's only one bed. It's a two-person bed, but the only way two Sims can occupy the same bed is if they're in a relationship with each other. And as you can see off to the side, we have no female Sims this time around. This is a fluke. This somehow just happened like this. So there may be some gay loving going on. So some of our Sims can go ahead and get into a bed. Also, the entertainment is not the best. I know it looks really nice, but there's also going to be challenges, and there's going to be death challenges where the games will continue until somebody dies. Somebody can also die from starvation, and basically last man standing is going to be the one that wins the Hunger Games. Now, what we're also going to have is a poll that you guys can go ahead and get down in the links in the description. That poll is going to go ahead and set who you guys want to go ahead and sponsor. There's ways that you can just sit there and refresh and vote, refresh and vote, refresh and vote. So that way you can give like 1 million votes to one person or another. Try to refrain from doing that. Let's try to keep it fair. I mean, if only 2 people vote and it's a tie, then nobody is going to get nobody is going to go ahead and get the sponsorship. Now, the only rules to the sponsorship is that once a Sim receives a sponsorship, they will no longer be able to get a sponsorship. At least they have to at least skip a turn. So, for example, you can't keep picking. Well, obviously, I'm here. You can't keep picking me to give a sponsorship. If you give it to me the first time, that's awesome. The next time that a sponsorship role comes up, you won't be allowed to give them. So there we go. So you guys are going to be the sponsors. Now, for this first episode, like I said, those are the kind of the rules. We'll get more into them as we go into the compound. But for now, these guys are in a temporary house. This is our interview room. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and meet our contestants one by one. All right. So here we go. Awesome. All right. First contestant that we're going to go ahead and talk about is this guy right here. As you can tell, he's a ghost. This is Herobrine, Mr. H, for some of you who follow Misfit Inc. Mr. H is not a contestant, okay? He's actually the overseer. Because there's going to be limited supplies of food, we can't trust the Sims to make their own food, okay? So he's going to go ahead and prepare the meals, and then we are going to go in-game and delegate like a certain area for the meals to take, like where the meals are going to be put down, and then first come, first serve. Whoever races over there and gets a plate first, they're the ones who get it. So for all intents and purposes, Herobrine is just our slave. He's the guy that's just going to be doing all the manual labor. He's not really participating in said games. But let's go ahead and get contestant number 1. Contestant number 1 is obviously going to be me, the zombie Noodle. So zombie, if you would, can you come over here and go into the interview room, please? Thank you. Zombie Noodle, also known as Noodle, it's me. Is 28 years old, was born and raised in Houston, Texas. Was in the military for several years, got out, worked as an assistant manager, did all kinds of marketing kind of stuff, and for the most part, is just your average Joe Schmo YouTuber. He basically looks like me, except that I tinted his skin like my Noodle color, so that way he's easier to follow and doesn't like get lost in the crowd. But yeah, that's basically what I look like. Baby girl?
Yes.
Yeah, basically what I look like. The only thing, I don't know why, but there's a watch. I don't wear watches. I don't know why that got put on there. It was just an oversight, but we can go ahead and probably fix that later. In fact, those even look like my shoes. All right. Noodle's traits are absent-minded. I tend to forget what I'm doing a lot of the times. Computer whiz. I dislike children. I'm very lucky, and I'm a workaholic. Lucky, I think Baby Girl can attest to this. For whatever reason, I have this uncanny ability to maybe not always get everything I want, but get everything I need. Whenever we're short on cash or short on supplies or time, it always seems like, bam, stuff just happens and we always get our way. So there we go. The Zombie Noodle contestant number 1. Thank you, the Zombie Noodle. You can go back and play some foosball. Let's go on to contestant number 2. Contestant number 2, can you go ahead and come over to the interview room, please? Contestant number 2, where are you? In fact, we should probably go ahead and top these guys off. Call housemates. Contestant number 2 is Strike 001. My good old buddy Strike. Here he is in all his glory. Pretty much looks just like him. Or as he likes to be portrayed, at least in The Sims. Strike is, I believe, 26 years old. He's born and raised in Houston, Texas. Was going on to be a music producer. But he got into the partying lifestyle. He didn't like the way his life is going, so he dropped what he did. Now he lives out of the city about an hour away or so. And there he is in all his glory, my best buddy. His talents are that he is brooding. He tends to kind of like think very deeply on life and the meaning of life. It kind of makes him a little cynical. He's a computer whiz. He's a daredevil. He doesn't look like it, but this is a man who likes to get tased in the chest. He's also frugal, meaning he likes to save money, and he really does. And, of course, he's a natural cook as well. That son of a bitch can cook some meals, but he never seems to cook any for us. So let's move on to contestant number 3. Contestant number 3, can you go ahead and please come to the interview room, please? Calling contestant number 3. Contestant number 3, please make your way to the interview room. Mr. H needs a word with you. Contestant number 3 is none other than Danny motherfucking Cooper. That's right, IDMFC. I think it's IDMFC. Motherfucker. I don't know. His name is Danny, last name MF Cooper. Here he is in all of his fucking glory. Look at him. He's a fucking amazing bastard. Yes, he is. I believe Danny is roughly about 27, 28 years old, and he's representing Detroit, Michigan. All right. He's a lifer in the United States military as a graphic artist and illustrator, and therefore his traits are he is artistic, childish, excitable, hot-headed, and family-oriented. Believe it or not, this guy loves his family. He likes kids, and he is childish. I have seen him like play with Nerf guns and little toys and stuff. Like it amuses him as much as any video game. He's also excitable. He does get very excited, and he's hot-headed, hence why he's part of the Brothers Rage. Also, Danny, I know you're watching this. I went ahead and gave you the, who are they, the Red Wings? The Red Wing colors for your hat there, so that way you're always representing your team. All right, so thank you, Danny. You can go ahead and take off, and we're going to go ahead and call contestant number 4. All right, good buddy. Get out of the way. Grab a plate. Contestant number 4. I know you just got a hot dog, but fuck you. Get over here. You have to go over and Jesus Christ, admire yourself. Get over to the interview room ASAP. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be able to eat something eventually. Get in there. Contestant number 4 is none other than Joe Rogan, celebrity in the house. Here we are. Joe Rogan, his age is 46 years old, and he was born in Newark, New Jersey. He's best known for playing Joe Garrielli on News Radio. It's an NBC show. He's also does commentating for UFC, and I think he's also best known for being the host of Fear Factor. He is a big fan of sensory deprivation and recreational narcotics, and he's also he also sports a black belt in Eddie Bravo's 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, and he also dabbles in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. His traits are he's a workaholic, he's athletic, he's charismatic, he has a good sense of humor because apparently he was a comedian, and of course he's a snob as well. He does have that reputation that he changed, and now he's a bit snobby. Strike actually picked Joe Rogan to go ahead and be part of this because, to be quite frankly, Strike fucking hates the shit out of Joe Rogan, and he wants to see him suffer and starve to death. Hopefully this doesn't flip-flop on Strike, and Joe Rogan goes on to be our winner. Contestant number 5, can you please go over to the winner square? Contestant number 5, where are you? Here you go. Contestant number 5, some of you already seen it, and they're like, oh my god, oh my god, wow, you are a fat bastard is what you are, Jesus Christ. What? No, don't worry about that. We'll let somebody else clean that up. Look, even Mr. H is getting in on some of this hot dog action. You son of a bitch! I know you were a picky bastard, but get in here.
Gerblick's too charming.
Contestant number 5 was handpicked by Baby Girl herself, and this is Chef Gordon Ramsay. That's right, she loves Chef Gordon Ramsay. He's a 47-year-old native of Scotland and renowned as his being a 5-star chef and, of course, being a chef celebrity, having numerous shows, Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, etc., etc. He's a very talented guy, but his talents are he is ambitious, hot-headed, he's a natural cook, he's very neat, and he's a perfectionist. I don't know if any of these traits are going to go ahead and help him in the Hunger Games, but Baby Girl is most certainly rooting for Chef Gordon Ramsay. And if he wins, I wouldn't be that mad. I like the guy myself. He's a jerk, but he's my kind of jerk. So good luck to you, Gordon Ramsay. All the best. Have fun in the Hunger Games. All right, thank you. Contestant number 6, if we can go ahead and get contestant number 6 over here. There we go. You're dismissed, man. Oh my god.
Sa Kawati? Huh? Rude Tifalur? Huh?
Get in there. Contestant number 6, get your ass in there. What the hell are you doing? He is so mad at this TV, and there's gonna be a reason why. Look at him, he's just so fucking angry. Alright, so contestant number 6 was handpicked by Danny motherfucking Cooper, and this is Andrew Jackson. I know what you guys are thinking, like, Andrew Jackson? Who the... Wait, the Andrew Jackson? That's right. Born on March 15th, 1767. This is the 7th president of the United States of America. He's famous for being a politician and army general. He initiated the forced relocation of Native Americans and is renowned for his aggressive nature, often battling in duels, some of them fatal to his opponents, and being a wealthy slave owner. His traits are he's brave, he's a snob, he's a technophobe, he doesn't like technology, he's very proper, and he's mean-spirited as well. So here we are, Andrew Jackson, 7th President of the United States, one mean old son of a grumpy bitch. Best of luck to you, Mr. Jackson. Hopefully you don't die of old age and leprosy before the end of the competition. All right, if we can go ahead and get contestant number 7. Contestant number 7, can you go ahead and please get to the room here? And if you could kindly get out of the way, Mr. Jackson. That's right. Take your old ass out of here. Right, here we go. There we go. Get in there. Our final contestant, contestant number 7, is none other than Jim Carrey, chosen and handpicked by what? Yeah, he saw Ghost of Herobrine. I'm very proud of you, Gordon Ramsay. Thanks for interrupting. Jim Carrey was handpicked by C Squared. He loves Jim Carrey, so of course he's rooting for him. Now, Jim Carrey is 52 years old, and he was born in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. If you can believe it, he's Canadian. He's considered one of the biggest movie stars in Hollywood, renowned from acting styles from Dumb and Dumber, Man on the Moon, and of course Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. He's a world-renowned funny man, and he has a string of failed relationships in his past. Don't know if you know that. 2 failed marriages and a string of lovers whose hearts are broken on the side of the road. So for that, his talents or his traits are he has a good sense of humor, he has commitment issues, but he's very charismatic, he's ambitious, and of course, he's very excitable. Because what's Jim Carrey without being excitable? So there he is, Jim Carrey. You may notice that he's old. He's an old sim. Look at the hunch and stuff. And the idea behind all this is that anybody who's above the age of 50 will go ahead and be an old sim. Anybody under the age of 50 will be an adult, and anybody under the age of 30 will go ahead and be just like a young adult. So there we go. So thank you, Jim Carrey. Thank you for doing this interview with us. Best of luck to you out there. I don't know if being a funny man and being charismatic is actually going to help you all that much in the Hunger Games. But what I can say is this: it can't hurt. At least you'll be snoozing it up and making good friends, and perhaps maybe even making alliances. That'll be kind of good, huh? The Jim Carrey alliance, huh? Voting people off. That a boy. He doesn't know that this isn't that kind of reality TV show. All right, there we go. So there's the entire cast, all 7 of our Sims. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move these bastards into their home. So for that, we're going to have to cheat a little bit because our home is really expensive. There we go. There we go. Gotta keep going. There we go. We gotta keep going. And one more time. It should be enough. Not mother loaf. There we go. All right, so we should $250,000. That should be more than enough. If we can go ahead and get Mr. H. Mr. H, if you can go ahead and get your cell phone, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move. We're gonna move within this neighborhood, and we're gonna take the entire house with us. So there you go. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make this our active household, and we're gonna go ahead and move everybody over to the other side. We're all gonna go ahead and move. So let's go. We're going to go ahead and select a house. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell the furniture. Alright, so select our house. I don't want to fuck this up. And we are actually going to be moving into the compound proper. So while we're waiting for these guys to get in here, we can... Oh, shit. 394,000. Holy shit balls. That's a lot. Maybe we can go ahead and do it this way. Can we do this? Alright, we're going to have to get a lot more money than that.
Webadan? Shabasa team?
Alright, so that should be enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and try this again. Move within this neighborhood. Let's go ahead and get everything going. There you go. Pull out your cell phone again. Sorry about that, Mr. H. Won't happen again. I swear to gods. Alright, so now we're going to have to go ahead and start selling off everything. So let's go ahead and get everybody over to the other side. There we go. We're going to go ahead and sell our furniture. That's fine. And we're going to go ahead and pick a house. And the house is going to go ahead and be our compound. Where is it at? Here it is. For a steep price of almost $400,000, we are going to move here to 15 Summerhill Court. This will be the last place of residence for 6 of our 7 contestants. So here we go. And that should be fine. So all our money should be disappearing. It's going to go ahead and process this. We're going to get all these guys out of here. This is going to be our new household. That is correct. So we're going to have 82,000 in the bank. That's going to be awesome. And let's go ahead and move over to our house. While we're waiting for those assholes to show up, we're going to go ahead and talk about this new compound. We'll just let it load for a second because there's a lot of shit in here to load. Let it do all of its rendering, and of course everybody has to like load up in the taxi and get over here anyway. All right, here we go. What are we missing? A car? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are missing a car. Somebody took their fucking car. That's fucking crazy. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's everybody? Okay, look at that. It's Mr. H and Strike in the front seat, and fuck everybody. Everybody's in the trunk. So yeah, that's how we roll. Strike didn't fit in the trunk, so he's like dibs on shotgun. And of course, Mr. H being a ghost, he could have just teleported himself there, but he didn't because he is quite the asshat. All right, so let's go ahead and get everybody in the compound proper. So let's see. Go here. Go here. Go here. We need to stop these assholes from doing something that they're not supposed to do. Go here. Andrew Jackson, you can go ahead and go here. Jim Carrey, also go here. Mr. H, this is going to be Mr. H's living quarters. Mr. H, you can go ahead and go here. And we're going to go ahead and pause this. And why is everybody just kind of fucking standing there? Is this door locked? Locked? Oh yeah, everybody can open the door. What the fuck are they doing? They're all just kind of like standing around. Whatever. This is gonna be Mr. H's compound. He has the best of everything. Just about. At least it looks nice. Oh shit, he's got some spoiled food. He's gonna have to clean that up a little bit. In fact, we should probably have him do that. Clean that up. Okay, so this is where he's gonna live. Now, Mr. H's symbology, if you will. He's a loner. He hates the outdoors. He's a natural cook, evil, and computer whiz. Is everything that we need to keep him in this fucking compound and stop him from interacting with everybody else. And also, it prevents him from burning food and whatnot. So there we go. This is going to be his compound. We're not really going to be visiting here at all. This is just set up privately just for him. And, of course, aesthetic value. The only way in and out is going to be through here. And, in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lock the doors to everybody. Nobody is allowed to leave. Well, no, I guess Mr. H has to leave. But he can go through walls, so that's fine. Here's everybody's cars that everybody drove in. You can go ahead and try to guess whose cars is whose. Obviously, this is Mr. H's. He's styling. Who knows? Maybe this is Andrew Jackson's car. Andrew Jackson's fucking rolling in a sloppy jalopy. All right. All right, with that being said, oh shit, this has to get deleted post haste. I feel a little silly. That was not supposed to exist. That was a prototype. So here we go. We'll just go ahead and delete all this. Why can't you delete that? You can delete anything you want to delete. I gotta I hate deleting fences because it's such a pain in the ass. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. Find it. Of course, I would get the wiriest fence ever. There we go. Jesus Christ. Ah! There we go. There we go. It's all gone. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Let's go back to live mode. I think this should be paused. It looks like it's paused. Okay. Now, this is the compound proper. This is where all of our contestants are going to go ahead and stay. And this is where they will die. I know. That's very foreboding. We're going to go ahead and have to lock a few doors. Once these guys get through here, and once it, finally wakes the fuck up and goes to live mode. Okay, here we go. It's a lot. There's a lot to load. First things first, let's go ahead and lock these doors. Lock to everybody. Okay, this is just an open space. It's fine. They can use that. They cannot use this, so we're going to go ahead and lock to everyone but myself. Lock everybody. Lock. Okay, they're good. That's good. Okay, this should be fine. This needs to lock to everybody. This will also lock to everybody, and just in case they figure out ways to get in here, their dumbasses won't kill themselves. Awesome. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. This is Mr. H's house, like we said. There should be no interaction. Once these guys get through these doors, they're going to be completely locked out. And in fact, let's hope they hurry the fuck up and get to where they got to go. There they go. Once they get out of here, we can go ahead and lock these doors behind them, ensure that their fate is sealed. Get out of here. God damn it. Who are you, Jim Carrey? Damn it, Jim Carrey. You're so slow. All right. Lock to everybody. Awesome possum. All right. So with that being said, we have an empty room here in case we want to go ahead and stage some more stuff. Here is our gymnasium. Our gymnasium is a fully equipped gym. As far as fully equipped is going to be for The Sims. We have a few treadmills, a few weight machines, and of course we have a boxing ring that no one can get into yet because we haven't started the boxing tournament. All right, so there's that. This house over here, this wonderful, pretty little house, this is our winner's house. This is a house that if somebody wins a competition, they're allowed to spend one night in this house and do whatever the fuck they want. They will be the only ones allowed in this house. This house is actually pretty small, but it has everything that they would need. They would have their own bed. They would have a wonderful high-definition television, a great computer to play with depending on what they like to do. They also have a wonderful tub, their own personal bathroom, and of course they have the ability to cook because here we go, they have their own barbecue pit. So they can go ahead and cook and eat whatever the fuck they want. So there's that. I hope... Yeah, they should be able to cook everything without a refrigerator. I didn't think about that. All right. The next area that we have here is our main house. This is the main house where everybody's going to go ahead and be. And this is where they're going to spend a majority of their time unless they're like wandering around outside. They should not be because there's nothing out there really for them. Okay, so what we have here is our main living room area. The living room area has a wonderful little couch section, and it has one couch that one sim can nap on. So first come, first serve. It also has a bookshelf. With very limited reading, and in fact these assholes like to carry books around with them, so they're going to like steal the books and use that as a form of entertainment for themselves. We have a bathroom with a shitty cheap shower, cheap tub, cheap sink, a few mirrors that they can go ahead and play with, but there is only one of these, and these guys always compete for the bathroom, so it's going to be funny to see who's going to go ahead and pee themselves and who's not. Here's the master bedroom. Master bedroom is going to have a dresser that they can go ahead and change their wardrobe. One bed, 2 alarm clocks that we actually need to set. We're going to go ahead and set the alarm clock. Set the alarm clock. What? Zombie Noodle? And then set the alarm clock for Danny? I don't know what this means. I thought we could go ahead and set a time and they would just ring automatically. But who knows? Who knows? All right. This right here is our main area. And you may notice that it's kind of decked out. Here we have a lounge area that these guys can go ahead and start a fire, sit around, and get to talking with each other. There's a few globes that they can play with. We'll get back to that. This is going to be our dining room area. As you know, we have 7 contestants, but there's only 6 seats. Doesn't matter because they're only going to get fucking 3 meals. So first come, first serve. They can go ahead and sit wherever the fuck they want. Everybody else, SOL. All right, so now this area here, this is our stand. Now these lights should always be on, I think. But what we'll do is we're going to change them to like a red tone or blue tone or whatever. Haven't decided that quite yet. And when they die, they get into like put into little urns, and we'll put their urns up here. When the pedestal is full, the 7th player wins automatically. I know, it's fucking terrible. But it's like one of those reality TV shows where like they hang up their hat or put out the torch or turn off the light or put their shit away in their locker or something. This is the equivalent of that. All right, the final area out here is a wonderful little outdoorsy area. It has a chess table and then, of course, a telescope. Maybe Andrew Jackson will look at the stars. It also has a little shitty radio here so they can turn it on and do some dancing. We also have a pool that's locked to everybody. This is going to be for one of the challenges as well. Now let's go out to the hedge maze. Now the hedge maze will be open once these challenges become available. We have both a death challenge and then just kind of a hurt challenge. And then, of course, once it becomes unlocked, they'll be able to come over here to this wonderful seating area and check out a statue of when Mr. H was once alive. He's no longer alive. He's dead. There he is. But this was him, and this was his house and his compound. And I don't know why he has all this deadly shit in his compound, but here it is. It's just a wonderful little thing. I don't know if anybody's actually ever going to use it, but who knows. This right here is our bee box. You can go ahead and harvest honey from it. I don't know if they can eat it or not. But it doesn't matter. It's only going to be used for one challenge. First person that gets stung is the loser of that challenge. Then here's the death challenge. This blight on the earth. See, it's like blighting the earth. How clever is that? This is our jelly bean tree. It does several things. These guys will line up in here and each eat the jelly bean one at a time. And the first motherfucker to die dies. Awesome. And then, of course, it's just a hedge maze because why not? I had a lot of yard to cover. All right, so there we go. This is the compound. Oh, yeah, they also have a baseball and a football just in case anybody wants to do some of that. And I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for this first episode. When we come back, what we're going to do is have our actual first day. These guys are going to go ahead and get settled in. I think what we're going to do is every day at noon, we're going to go ahead and serve their meals. As the Sims die off, they'll be getting less and less meals. They should be starving to death, going crazy, but we'll see how this goes. I'm not exactly sure how many episodes this is going to be. We're just going to keep going until they die, but this will be a weekly event, so check in next week to see how this stuff is going to go. And also down below is going to go ahead and be the link so you guys can vote on who you guys would like to sponsor first. The sponsor is going to go ahead and get one meal. In fact, it's probably going to be a snack that they can go ahead and eat. at a later date. And you guys should think wisely, because if you guys vote for somebody now, these guys aren't really hungry. Let's take a look at their hunger. See, they're not really hungry. They just ate. So if you give them a snack, it might not be beneficial now. It might be beneficial just to wait. And oh shit, Danny's a little hungry. I think maybe because he didn't really get a chance to eat that much. But hey, you know what, dude? You had an opportunity. You had a chance, and you blew it. Yes, you did. What? Why is your... I thought you had a beard. Do you not have a beard? He does have a beard. Okay, I was going crazy there for a second. But yeah, there we go. So when we come back, we're going to go ahead and tally up the totals for see who you guys want to sponsor. And once again, our contestants are the Zombie Noodle, Strike 001, Danny motherfucking Cooper, Joe Rogan, Gordon Ramsay, Andrew Jackson, and of course Jim Carrey. No, you can't you can't sponsor Herobrine. Mr. H, he's on his own, but it's okay. I think he'll survive. So thank you for joining me. Join us next week when we find out what these assholes are going to do first, and I will catch you all then. Peace out.